What's up? It's your boy Big Joe.
And Mel.
We 40 and we're
Fresh.
hey. We always trying to think of what can we do for the next video, and we were like, let's let the people get to know us a little bit better.
Okay. Okay. We can do that. We like to laugh, obviously. I've known Joe since 96, right?
We met in 96.
96. He didn't like me. He said I talk too much. But anyway, we met in
Tell them how we met.
We met at Food Lion in 96.
Food Lion is a grocery store that's kind of popular on the East Coast. Definitely that kind of Mid-Atlantic type deal.
Yeah.
Maybe Maryland on down for a little ways. But we're originally from Virginia. She's from Hampton. I'm from Newport News.
Yeah. And so I was in Food Lion getting some soup because I had recently got braces. So I couldn't really, eat a burger or anything like that. So something safe. So I got some soup. And I think I had some khakis on, a stripe orange shirt on, and a hat. And so he started asking me about my soup. And I'm like, who's this dude?
Well, let's explain how asking about her soup. I was running a register at Food Lion. I was a cashier / bagger / produce, frozen food, some of everything at the time. And when she came into Food Lion, I was in this very ignorant and sort of supposedly militant stage of my life. So
you had the kufi on.
Right. I had on a all black kufi, which wasn't part.
I can see it now.
Which wasn't part of the dress code at Food Lion.
Oh my!
And because they were so afraid of me being this militant dude who was going to take some kind of progressive pro-black move or stand against them, they kind of let me get away with a lot of nonsense, a whole lot of nonsense. So I had on a black kufi, I had on the rim glasses, the Malcolm X glasses, and I had a name tag, and for whatever reason,
Dr.
it had Dr. Mojo on it,
I remember.
Dr. period MOE Joe. Pretty much I was a character at the time also.
Yes.
So Jamel came through my line. It was the first time I ever recall seeing her in the store, and so like she said, she was buying some soup. Come through my line, and I thought that she was pretty.
That was the first time. Oh,
yeah, that was the first time you came through, right?
Okay,
right.
All right.
So I thought she was pretty and everything, and I just kind of struck up a little conversation. And I asked her, "Hey, can I have some of the soup?" And she's like, "There's soup down the aisle."
I did tell you that.
There's soup down the aisle. I mean, hey, I guess I deserved that. But she had just gotten braces, right?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. And so that was the first time. So you didn't give my number that time. Okay.
No.
So it was the second time I had came, just remember, to Food Lion with a friend. It wasn't just strictly a friend.
Right.
And I was like, oh, Dr. Mojo. I think I might have said that to you.
Yeah.
Because he was tall, and he was like, hey, and he thought I was with that guy. I was like, no, I'm just taking him here to get, So it wasn't that. So he was like, can I have your number? And he did this little thing. He said, shit. I was like, oh, that's so cool. And so
I took the receipt and I flipped it around. I mean, it wasn't supposed to be cool or anything. It was just kind of, hey, well, And so I don't recall exactly what happened after that. Yeah. I think you gave me a pager number. That's how old.
Oh, wow.
That's how old we are.
Yes.
Jamel had a beeper, y'all.
The orange one. Yes.
She was a hustler, baby. No. She had a pager, and this is the time everybody had pagers.
Yes.
If you're too young to know what a pager is,
that was a while ago.
Then you probably shouldn't be watching this video.
I did. I gave you that number. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So at the time, like that was 96. I don't think that we actually started having phone conversations of any sort until like maybe 97. Yeah. And that just kind of came out the blue. I think I just paged her one day, and she was like, "Oh, you finally paged me." And I'm like, "So hey, what you doing? Da da da. Hey, why don't you come over? We just talk or whatever."
Oh, we would eat pizza because I really like.
I
like pizza. So I'm like, okay, we can get some pizza, whatever. And it was funny because we would just hang out. And all my friends were like, girl, he like you. I'm like, what? He don't like me. He said I talk too much. And so because he was just kind of always quiet, but always watching me. So I remember we would just go get pizza, and I think I brought my god sister over a couple times.
You brought both of them.
And my
Dominique and Danielle.
okay, that's not so. Yeah, and
Oh, you brought them. I mean, you did.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
I remember.
So
use it while I got it.
Yeah, so I remember us eating pizza and everything, and it was one day, we were talking, and he said, "Before you leave, I got something for you." And I said, "Okay." I just
hold on.
Oh,
before we get that far,
okay.
Here's the key thing. I had actually run into Jamel's mom.
Oh my goodness!
Before I ran into her.
Yes, yes.
And me and her mom didn't click too well. So Jamel's mom comes in, Miss Jackie, and she comes through my line. And the thing about me, I was known for pretty much saying what was on my mind, and I didn't filter it. It was terrible. It was awful, yo. If you came through my line back in Hampton,
you'd apologize to them there.
Back through from anywhere between maybe 92 to 97, 98, I sincerely apologize. I really do, because God has done His work in me. He literally has changed me. So I do apologize. But at that time, I would just kind of tell you what was ever on my mind. And whatever I told you was on my mind was always like the most abrasive thing possible. So I'm having a previous conversation with the customer in front of her mom, and her mom decided she wanted to throw something in there. Yeah, she's gonna interject. Excuse me. That's kind of her voice, but anyway, she came in and she had something to say. And I'm like, I disagree. No, that's not right.
The customer being always right.
And so she's she's like,
the customer's always right.
I'm sorry, sir, but the customer's always right. I'm like, no, they're not always right. Oh, and she's like, excuse me? I said, the customers are not always right. So I'm the dude with the kufi on, Malcolm X glasses.
Dr. Mojo.
I've totally become this persona of this militant dude, kind of like Joe X or whatever.
Help us, Jesus.
But so she's like, well, I want to speak to your manager. So I grabbed the mic, and those of you who watched the video, work with me, you know I did stupid stuff like this. So I was like, the lady name is Sherry Majette. Love her with my heart. She was the manager on duty at the time. And so I'm like, Miss Sherry, you need it on register? I don't know. I was on 2 or 6 or something. But anyway, so she comes over, and she's talking to Jamel's mom, and she's like, hey, this guy, he's really rude, da-da-da-da-da. And Miss Sherry, she's trying not to laugh because she know this is all I do all day long. She said, well, sir, I talked to him. Ma'am, I talked to him, excuse me. And they actually knew each other. Yeah. So that was an incident that happened. Now we can go to what you was about to say.
Okay, so, I got to talk about when we were riding and... Okay, so...
Well, could that happen after the flowers?
Okay, so anyway, back to that night, that day, I was at his house and his apartment, and he said, I got something for you. So I was getting ready to leave. I said, all right, what you got for me? And he gave me these yellow roses. And I was like, dude, what does this mean? What are you trying to tell me? I don't know what's going on, right? And I was like, what is this? And he was like, what do you think? I said, I don't know. You tell me. Right?
I tried to take Jamel out to eat. She'd bring a friend along.
I didn't know. I really did not. I had no.
Love you, Robin.
Hey, Robin.
Who brings somebody else on a first so-called date or outing together and add somebody else to the bill?
I didn't know, ladies. I really didn't know.
But it was cool. Yeah.
So anyway, he gave me the roses, and I was like, oh, this dude really liked me. So I was like, okay. Right. So I had to wow. So anyway, back to him and my mom had the little disagreement. So we were riding from Norfolk one day, had to go and kick it to him. And I was like, oh, they go Joe at the bus stop. Let me go pick him up. My mama said, you know Joe? What? That's the guy I got it to. I said, oh, no. I said, because I know my mama. I said, Mama, what you done did? What did you do?
Oh, my gosh.
And she was like, and so I think you got in the car. And they were cordial. Right. And I said, oh, my goodness. So, yeah, they kind of had words.
Now, let me say something, though. This is funny. Because Jamel was driving a 2-door Toyota Tercel.
With 2 speakers.
I'm 6'5". Yes. At the time, I was much less. I weighed much less. Wasn't always as fat. But I'm 6'5". She's a Toyota Tercel. Now, Miss Edwards is probably 5 nothing.
2. She gonna get you.
And she made me sit in the back seat. Now, I understand, you let the lady sit up in front. But it was some malice with that. But hey, we're the coolest ever now. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
So like she said, we met in 96. We kind of started talking. We dated from 97 to 99. Got married in 99.
Yes.
We've been married ever since. We got 2 boys, one 14, the other is
soon to be 9.
about to be 9. Actually, yeah, next month, April. And I mean, man, God has really blessed our family. We've had ups and downs, ins and outs and everything. But really, the love of Christ has kept us together, and it's been a joy. We just wanted to share that with you all because, you know, you watched some of our videos. You've seen Jamel and the Wedge Lover. You've seen me always talking about speakers or something like that, or maybe it's my problem counting 5 side lights. Those right there in the window frosting joint. But anyway, hey, we just wanted to share that with you all. We hope that you like our video, subscribe to our channel, and we pray that your family is always blessed by God. We love you.
Thank you for listening.
All right.